All right.
Time now for your forewarned weather with Chief Meteorologist Alana Brophy.
Okay, no sheep, though, in Black Desert at the golf course. That's where Alana Brophy is.
Hi, Alana.
I can mosey for you, but I do feel like sheep mosey. Brian, don't you question yourself. They mosey, and they're going to mosey through Brigham City. Seems like a bad traffic jam. I had to. Please forgive me. Okay, we are live at the Bank of Utah Championship at the Black Desert Resort. It is lovely. Oh my gosh, the excitement is palpable. There are spectators, there's golfers, there's athletes, and it's constantly going. It's really, really fun to see. And it's in a landscape where you've got that beautiful red rock surrounding us. And at times, blue skies. A few storms have snuck through. You see behind me one of the fan decks. People have been out and enjoying on the move. The lava rock, what a contrast to the red rock. Oh, it's just thumbs up across the board. Let's mosey to the forecast, because I could go on about Black Desert all day. As we take that live view, this is near Bryce Canyon. So we talked about how at times we've seen a few storms, and those storms have been focusing on south central and southeastern Utah, although we did see a few all the way up towards the Uintas, the eastern side of the state, with unsettled conditions. That Bryce Canyon camera showing off that, yes, a few storms have been passing through, especially the higher terrain. Temperatures in southern Utah in the 70s. It's lovely. Cedar City in the mid-50s. It has been gorgeous. Average this time of year in St. George is 75. So we're pretty close to it, even with passing clouds. Really lovely. The rest of the state also, for seasonal norms, pretty close to where we should be. You look at those numbers in the Wasatch Front area, and we've got 60s. 62 is average in Salt Lake. We've got a nice mix of 60s in northern Utah. And you can tell where we've seen wet weather because those temperatures are cooler. That includes Blanding and Moab, where we're dealing with low 50s right now. And we've got 50s and 60s along the I-15 corridor. Hi, Thursday. You are looking so cute. As we get through the next several hours, we'll cool things down. Look at the mountains. Speaking of cute, Alta looking lovely. You know, southern Utah mountains picked up fresh snow from this upper level low, and the northern Utah mountains, well, they could see some with our next coming storm, which we're tracking. It's a few days away, but could bring some snow to the high country. Gorgeous shot there of Alta. Satellite radar shows us the last few hours, and on the eastern side of the state, you notice a few storms because that's where we have wraparound moisture from this exiting low pressure system, and that's allowed for a few pop-ups in the last few hours. Cloud cover, storms. Overall, that's going to start to wane. We will stay active in eastern Utah for the next few hours, but heading into our Friday, we have a different setup. We actually have high pressure taking over. Our upper level futurecast shows you those pleasant conditions to close out the work week. Great day to come on down to southern Utah and enjoy. We're statewide going to see dry conditions, calm conditions, and a nice Friday. But we're watching the Pacific Northwest. There is another storm. Now, not all the weather models agree on our next incoming storm. The path of the low isn't clear. It's a bit fuzzy. Some want to take it a little further north. Some could drag it through Utah. We're not totally in alignment with the path of that low, but it does bring the potential for cooler air for northern and central Utah, as well as a chance of some wet weather for the latter half of your weekend and into early next week. So some shower potential for the northern and central part of the state is there as we get towards Sunday and into Monday. Following that, high pressure takes over. We're going to watch the path of that low very closely and keep you posted because we'll get a little more alignment as we get closer. But it's there. Sunday looks like it could be soggy. We'll see. There's that high pressure holding on into next week. Futurecast walking us through those lingering storms on the eastern side of the state tonight. Friday looking beautiful. Just really nice throughout the state. Gorgeous autumn day for a Friday. Everyone's going to go, I can't wait for the weekend. And you know what? You're not wrong. Saturday looks lovely to start. Now, we could see a few storms late Saturday. The model picks up on some of them, but we're watching the northern portion of the state into Sunday because that's when we have the potential to see some wet weather. And then we stay unsettled with more cloud cover through Sunday in northern Utah with wet weather and then into Monday. And I showed you why. It was the movement of that upper level low. Temperatures are going to dip, so everyone may not see wet weather, but we will see cooler conditions. Sunday, we're going to warm things up for the Wasatch Front. I went 70. I was a little optimistic. Maybe I was a little too excited there. We'll see what happens, but we drop into the 50s. You see that ski hill on the temperature trend, and I say wax the skis and grab the poles because we are going to go down that as we head into Monday. Checking out temperatures for tomorrow, beautiful. So pretty, 60s, 70s, statewide, drier. We'll see some areas with partly cloudy skies, but overall, it's going to be a really nice Friday. Checking out the next 7 days in southern Utah. Speaking of really nice, no, it's not just the golf tournament. It's the next 7 days. Lots of sunshine, dry conditions, and temperatures in the 70s. This is, I would argue, the most perfect time of year in St. George. I started my career down here, and I tell you, fall in the desert is beautiful. All right, Wasatch Front showing the chance of that wet weather for Sunday with cooler temperatures rolling into Monday. So we're a bit unsettled with that next incoming storm. Again, weather models haven't totally locked in. I think the potential is there for Sunday to bring some wet weather to northern and central Utah. We'll keep an eye on it and, of course, keep you posted live from the Black Desert Resort, the Bank of Utah Championship. Going to mosey on over to my next live shot. Why did Brian say that? Brian, Sarah, I'm going to be stuck with that for the rest of the day.
Mosey, we should use that more. Yeah.